Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. I'm going to try to make this video as detailed as possible. All of my products will either be linked in the description or I'm just going to show it in the video. All of my products are drugstore, and I think this is very beginner friendly and black girl friendly if you guys want to try it out. But let's get started. I already prepped my face. I'm gonna try not to say a lot, but I already prepped my face. All I did was do my skincare. I don't really use any primer unless I'm going out. Like, let's say my graduation TikTok, I use the e.l.f. matte grip primer, but on my regular TikToks, I'm just using no primer, which is what I do. I don't really use primer. I don't really see a difference, but I like to add that step just to feel nice. I don't do anything for my eyebrows. I don't fill them in or anything like that. I just go in with the e.l.f. brow laminating gel. If you see me look this way, it's because I have my phone right here because I don't have a mirror and I don't want to like get a little like too close to my camera, so I'm just gonna look here for my mirror. But I go in with my e.l.f. laminating brow gel and I just comb through them. If you get your eyebrows wet with this e.l.f. brow laminating gel, it does get white, so I do want to look for a new one because like say I go to the gym and my eyebrows start getting white, I don't really want that to happen. So I am kind of looking for a new gel, but this is basically what I use like every single day. I used to use the soap brow one, but that one like really it just didn't help my eyebrows at all. It didn't really look good for me. So now I use this one and I really like it. But I am open to different ones. Now for my foundation, I use two foundations. I use the True Match shade in N11. Oh, my fingers. In N11. And I use the NYX Bear With Me Blur in the shade 22 Mocha. I use both of these and I just go and I just apply those on my face. Like that. And then I grab my NYX Blur With Me powder. I grab my NYX Blur With Me foundation and I just get a little bit on the brush and I kind of just paint the areas of my face. I try to avoid my under eye area when I do my makeup. That's gonna be the place where I put my concealer, so I try my best to avoid that. If not, it's okay, but that is what I try to do. So I'm just gonna blend that out. But I've been using this foundation for like a while. I just started using the True Match, but I just like started mixing them now, and I think it's a good shade match. It's very close to my skin. I don't know in this camera if it looks like a little crazy, but I promise you like it matches like really well. Now after I'm done blending in my foundation, make sure I blend it in thoroughly. Also get it on the sides and the bottom as well. But after I'm done blending it, I'm gonna go in with my, well actually this is not mine, this is my sister's, but her True Match in the shade C9, and I use that as my first concealer because that is like the shade closest to my skin color, and I'm gonna just put that on my back of my palm, and then I'm gonna go in with a small brush and just paint right here. My forehead, right here, on the edge of my eyes. Okay, and those are the placements that I use. And for blending in, I only use beauty blenders. I used to use like a tiny brush to blend in my concealer, but I didn't really like how it looked, and now I just kind of went back to my old ways by just using beauty blenders for all my stuff. But I use a different one. This is my concealer beauty blender, because the other one just has all my darker foundation and this one only has the light. So okay, now that I'm done blending that out, it kind of looks like I have, like, it didn't really do anything, but I promise it did something. Like, it's just really close to my skin tone, which I really like. Now we're gonna go in with the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect. I don't know if you can see that. Conceal Perfect in the shade Warm Almond. And we're gonna put this on here, under my eye, right here, my forehead, my chin, outer corners of my eye. Okay, right here. Now, I used to have a problem with this concealer, like it would always crease on me, but I don't know, like something changed, so now I use it a lot. And while I let this dry for a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. liquid blush, and I have it in the shade Coming in Hot Pink and Gorge Orange. I like to go a little, not a little heavy on the orange, but like I like to have more orange than the pink on my face, because I like to look really warm. Right here. Like that. And then I'm gonna go in with the Coming in Hot Pink. I'm just gonna add a small dot of that inside. I'm gonna blend that out. I have this dense brush. I don't know where I got it from, but it's just like a dense brush. I use it for my liquid blushes because it really gets in there, and I'm just gonna try my best not to touch my concealer and just keep it in this area. I used to not like blush, or like I didn't really like, I used to be scared of using pink blush as well. I just did bronzer all the time. I never really did blush, but now I do blush a lot. I like to put it on my chin as well. Now, while I'm done doing that, I'm going to start blending in my concealer, and then we're gonna go in with 2 more concealers after this. Okay, I'm gonna do my top here. But makeup is like an art, you know, anybody could do it the way they want to. So I kind of mix it up when I do my makeup on like certain parts of my face, because that's just what works best for me. So for my second concealer, which I'm gonna focus it more on the inner corners of my eye, I'm going to do the Radiant Cream Neutrogena Healthy Skin Concealer in the shade, what is this shade? In the shade Golden Medium. And we're gonna put that just in the corners here of my eye. And we're gonna go in with a second one in the corner as well, but just after this. We're gonna put that in. Okay, after we're done blending that in, we're gonna go with the last concealer that I use. And before I do this, I'm gonna grab my powder puff. To avoid creasing, I just immediately start putting the powder on my face as soon as I'm done blending one side of my eye. I don't wait. So I'm gonna go in with the Revolution Banana Baking Powder. Yeah, banana baking powder, and I'm gonna tap my powder puff in there and just keep it on my hand while I wait while I blend. I don't want too much. So I'm just gonna keep that on my pinky, and I'm just gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour wear, and it is in the shade, what shade is this? I don't know. Oh, okay, there you go. In the shade Almond. Okay, I'm just gonna put that in the inner corners of my eye. I'm not gonna go heavy with it because it is very, like, the coverage is very, like, thick. So, not thick, but the coverage is there, and a little goes a long way with this concealer. So, I'm gonna blend that in, and then I'm gonna go straight in with my baking powder, and then we're gonna start with the powders after this step. Okay. Okay. Now I just did that to one part of my eye. Now I'm gonna do that for the second one. Let me get more of that baking powder on my powder puff for my second eye. Just tap that off, and I can start blending this. Okay. Now, as a black girl with I have a pretty flat nose. Now you can't tell from this angle, but if I turn to the side, you see my side profile. I have a flat nose. I try to avoid contouring my nose because I feel like it just does not go with my nose shape. Like, I haven't really found any contour that complements my nose shape, so I kind of just leave my nose alone. Like, I add a little bit of bronzer on the tip, or like the most I'll do is like just contour the tip of my nose, but just leave the rest of my nose the way it is, because I feel like me messing with it will just like throw off my makeup. Because I feel like the most important part of your makeup, like what makes or break it, is how like you do your nose, how you contour your nose, how your nose looks. Like, if I feel like I feel like if I put like too much highlight on the tip of my nose will look different. Like, I'm very picky when it comes to my nose. So after I'm done setting my under eye, not really setting, but just putting powder under my eyes, I will go in with the Fit Me Maybelline Pouch Powder. She has been used in the shade, if I can't even read it, it's like the back is caramel, I think. I'm just gonna guess caramel, and then I'm gonna go in with caramel on all the spots where I applied concealer. Alright, after I'm done doing that, I'm going to start applying blush. Actually, no, I'm not going to apply blush yet. I'm going to like press powder on the rest of my face, but the shade that's my skin tone. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Gold powder filter press powder in the shade Rich Warm. Now, I don't bronze my face. I bronze if I'm feeling a little special, like I want to, but like I don't bronze my face because I have yet to find a bronzer that does not make it look like I have mud on my face, like muddy. I don't know if like people get when I say muddy, but like some bronzers just make it look like I have mud on my face, and I don't like that. So I don't use a lot of bronzer, and it's hard for me to find bronzer that complements my skin. So I just kind of just leave it. So I'm gonna apply this powder on just all the places where I didn't apply concealer. This is my skin tone. So I'm just gonna apply all here. After I'm done doing that, now I'm gonna go in with my blush. I use the Infallible 24-hour fresh wear blush in the shade Confident Pink. Now I don't use this a lot, but I just started using it and I really like it. Like I use like one tap, but I use this one a lot. I use the CoverGirl True Blend. It's a high pigment blush in the shade Hot Frenzy. I found this, like, I don't know where, I think I found this in CVS maybe, or yeah, CVS, and like ever since I started using it, I just love it. I just love the blush. So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna go in the back of my hand in case I have a little bit too much, and I'm going to just focus on this area of my face. Now I don't do too much because it will look like somebody just punched me in the side of my head if I go crazy with blush. So I try not to, because doing it on the side here is good when you have the face shape for it, but if you don't, I feel like finding the placements that cater to your face is important when you do your makeup. This is what works for me. And I like to put blush on my chin. Okay, now that we're done with that blush, we're gonna go with the Infallible Pink blush, and we're just gonna do, this one's really pigmented, so I don't like to put too much on my face. I just do like one tap because I feel like that's enough, and I just put it here. Okay, now we're gonna go in with another powder. We're gonna use, I use a lot of powder because I hate looking oily. I have very oily skin. I avoid glowy makeup. I don't like all that stuff. I like to look matte. I want to look dry. I want my face to look dry. So I use a lot of powders. I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. And I also use the Fit Me Maybelline, I don't know, I think it's a loose setting powder as well. I'm not sure. But it's in the shade Deep. I use these two, both. I use these two. So I'm gonna go in with that. I really don't like looking oily. I always keep a powder in my bag to like refresh my makeup because I don't like looking oily. Unless, let's say I'm going to the beach, or like, I'm just going to the beach. Like, I'm not gonna go and put on a full face. I'm gonna just do something slight. So we're gonna go in with the Fit Me Maybelline powder, and we're just gonna lightly press that on the back of your palm and just go under my eyes and where I apply concealer as well. Just focus under my eye mostly. Now I was gonna put off making this video, but I literally got this camera yesterday. Yesterday I got this camera, and I was just like, I'm just gonna make this video like this weekend, but like I have free time, so I'm just gonna do it now. And people have been asking for it, or like requesting, like DMing me for it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And plus I want to push out more content, mainly on YouTube. I like TikTok, but I like recording myself, like talking and stuff. So I'm excited to start my YouTube, and this being my first video on my YouTube, I'm already brainstorming on what I want this channel to be, what I want to put on this channel, vlogs, stuff like that. But I'm excited. I like recording myself. And then we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus, and just put that in the back of the palm. It's very messy. And just, this is more on my inner corner of my eye because this is very bright. And let's just do that. Now I don't use any setting powder. I don't use any setting setting spray because I don't know, I feel like it doesn't work for me. Like my skin is so oily, like it gets really oily, so anytime I use a setting powder I feel like it just doesn't work. So like I try to just not use it. And I applied my lashes before I did this video, so let me show you what lashes I use. Well, it's literally empty. I use the Demi Wispy Ardell. I would show you the case if I had it, but I don't. It's in Walmart. I went to Walmart and it's just like Demi Wispies. It's in like this black box, and there's like, you know, there's multiple, and it says Demi Wispy. Get the Demi Wispy ones. Those are like the best strip lashes that I've used. I always use those lashes. If not, I'm using clusters, but that's really rare of me because I have curly lashes. So applying lashes like clusters is like a hard task for me because it doesn't really cater to my lash type. And that's why I want to get my lashes done, but I feel like I have yet to find somebody that will do lashes on my curly lashes, because it's kind of hard because my lashes go opposite ways, like, if that makes sense. So now that I'm done with my base, I think my finishing touches are like blush, just putting a little bit more blush. Where is it? I like doing beauty marks, but if I can find my eyeliner, I use the e.l.f. eyeliner in the shade Charcoal. I have a beauty mark on my nose, and I just do it on my nose, and I do it on my chin, and like just around my eye, I guess. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna put it like, let's put it right here on my forehead. Okay. And now I'm gonna put highlight. I used to go really crazy with highlight, but now I don't. I try not to, because I feel like that can take away from the entire face. I have this palette. It's not, I don't know where I got it from. My aunt gifted it to me, and it's from France. So, and I've been meaning to ask her where it's from because it's like rubbed off. But I'm using just the shade Golden Rose. It's just any golden highlight, but I just like this one specifically because I just know it just works better for me. It works better than my Wet n Wild one. Like, if I can find it. I'm gonna take my small brush, going with the Golden Rose, and I'm just gonna go in the inner corner of my eye and the tip of my nose. But I'm gonna be really careful because if I put even if I put a little bit of too much, I feel like it ruins my makeup. So I'm just gonna be careful. I'm not sure if you can see the difference, but it's there. It's just not a lot. I don't want it to be a lot. Apply some on my nose now. I apply your highlight where the sun hits your nose. I've heard that, I don't know where I heard that advice, but apply where the sun hits your nose so your nose doesn't look insane in videos. I just like to put a dot, the tiniest dot ever. That is all I need. The tiniest dot ever on my nose, and that's about it. For tip of my nose, if I'm feeling special, I'll do the bridge, but I don't really have a prominent nose bridge, so I just keep it that way. I just keep my nose bridge normal. So now let's go on to my lip combo. It's very simple. It's not anything crazy. I don't do anything extra. I just have a regular brown lip liner, and I'm just gonna line my lips, and then I'll go in with the gloss after. I'll show you guys. Okay, you going with the brown. I'm not sure if there's like a difference. I think there is. And after that, I'm going to outline my lips with the NYX Butter Gloss. And this is just the shade Lava Cake. Where I applied the brown, I just applied the Lava Cake. Okay, and then in the middle I'm going to go with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. Just put a little bit in the middle. And then to top it off, I'm gonna go with the shade Creme Brulee and the NYX Butter Gloss in the middle of my lips as well. Okay, and that is the end to my makeup tutorial. Comment any questions you guys have, any suggestions for video ideas or what you want to see on this channel. I'm very open to, because I am a beginner with this YouTube and all that stuff. I will see if I link it in the description, my makeup, or I apply it in this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was as beginner friendly as I thought it was, and I hope that if you guys recreate it, you guys like it. Just make sure you cater to your face type, because not all makeup that you recreate will look the same on you, because everybody has a different face. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!